We have about 20 horses on the property. Personally, we have 3 dogs and, at any one point in time, 8 or 9 cats. So it's a full house here.
At the end of the day, there's nothing better than coming home from work, just taking some time to walk through your landscape, walk around your yard, and enjoy the flowering roses, the bee balms, the other kinds of things you might have out there.
Just a hobby. It's a big hobby. It's like having a boat. But we don't have a boat, we got oxen.
I'm a real bird lover, and I just really enjoy seeing all the different birds coming to my bird feeder. And I think that many Vermonters are the same.
We do lose a few chickens to the hawks, but other than that, we're in pretty good shape for protection.
Hard times and good times. It's up and down. Has been all of my life and probably always will be.
I think right now we really support, I kind of think of it as the Vermont lifestyle, where people are in touch with what's around them. People care about their environment, care about their animals, their food, care about everything.
Being able to somehow find a little bit of nature in this digital commercial world.
I think that the farming community is definitely changing. The dairy farming is definitely falling off, but I think you're seeing a lot more people with a few animals, with some goats or some sheep, or want to do the flock of chickens and like a backyard farm.
We have 3 stores and they're within 40 miles of each other, but they're all very unique and very different. So it's just amazing, and what we try to do is we don't try to run all 3 stores the same way. I mean, my feeling is the manager of that store knows their clientele better than I do. So if you see something and you think you should run with it, then run with it. And I think that's what makes us unique.
One of the things I really admire about Sam is he's really honest with his customers. He's often will talk a customer out of buying something if he doesn't think it's the right thing. He'll talk them out of seeding too early in the season or too late in the season. And I think people really trust him. He's so much more interested in keeping them as a long-term customer. I think it's a really great community. I mean, it's the only thing I've really ever known, but before I married Sam, I worked in the local bank, and so I did get to know a lot of the locals, and everyone is we look out for each other, I think.
Well, of course, I knew him at the feed store anyway, and I think that Lorna worked in the bank, and pretty soon he was going to make the deposits quite often.
Yeah, the whole family's involved. Lorna, my wife, does all the accounts payable. My oldest son, Will, has just got out of college business, and he's managing our Wilson store.
Right now, when I think of him, the first word that comes to my mind is capable. He's really a hard worker. He's a lot like his dad. Really, really willing to do any task. I think he's going to really be a great addition to the company.
One of the satisfying things of dealing with people is having them come in upset about something and seeing them go away smiling.
So I've known Giles for years and years, and he's great. And Giles has helped me with all sorts of different ideas, from temporary stalls that we did in the indoor. I bought a 60-foot round pen from them years ago, and so we've worked with them for years and years.
Yeah, I mean, you go down there, you talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about. You know, and she'll call up and follow up and see how it's working, and she'll call up here and check to see how things are. And, you know, if that grain is good and working right for them. And
working in the business for a long time and growing up on a farm, you know what animals need. So our feed supplier is kind enough to offer like a free haste testing, which is what most of an animal's diet is, whether it be a horse or a cow. And your grain should complement that. And you kind of tailor the grain program to what the customer's end goals are. If they're trying to, grow the biggest oxen in the state, then we feed it to grow the biggest oxen in the state.
Sam he's the man. If I want something, he's the man, and he'll get it for me. And I just appreciate them all. They try hard to make it all work for me.